You've seen it everywhere, right? That vibrant, golden spice in our curries, our lattes, even our supplement cabinets. I'm talking about turmeric. But here's the thing. Beyond that beautiful color, what does the science actually say? We're going to dive in and try to separate the real, clinical truth from all the marketing hype.
You know, for literally thousands of years, this wasn't just a spice for cooking. It was treated as a panacea, basically a cure-all. In traditional medicine systems like Ayurveda, turmeric was the go-to for just about everything you can imagine.
And its history is just fascinating. It all started way back as a brilliant dye, then it became a cornerstone of ancient medicine, and now it has landed smack dab in the 21st century as a global superstar in both our food and our wellness routines.
So, what is the secret sauce here? What is it inside this golden root that's given it such a legendary reputation for all this time? Well, it turns out the answer lies in one very specific and very powerful little compound.
Everybody, meet curcumin. This is the star of the show. It's the active ingredient that not only gives turmeric that signature bright yellow color, but it's also the exact molecule that scientists have been zeroing in on for all of its potential health benefits. And I gotta tell you, when you put curcumin in a lab setting, like in a petri dish, the results are, well, they're kind of stunning. In lab studies, it acts like a total powerhouse. It fights inflammation, it acts as a powerful antioxidant, and it shows activity against all sorts of unwanted microbes. The list of what it can potentially do is seriously impressive. But, and this is a really big but, here's where the story gets a whole lot more complicated. Because what happens in a lab is one thing. What happens inside the complex human body? Well, that's a completely different ballgame. So, on one side of this debate, you have some pretty big reviews of human trials, like this one from just last year, that come to the conclusion that, yeah, this golden spice has enormous benefits for us. It really seems to back up all that ancient wisdom, doesn't it?
But then you look at the other side. The broader scientific consensus, like you see summarized here, is way more cautious. It basically says there's no high-quality, solid proof that it's an effective treatment for any disease. So which one is it? What is going on? Okay, this disconnect all comes down to a simple difference. In the lab, it's easy. You can just dump concentrated curcumin right onto some cells and see what happens. But inside your body, oh, it has to survive your stomach acid, get absorbed, avoid getting broken down by your liver, and then travel all the way to your tissues in a high enough dose to actually do something. That is a massive, massive challenge. And this brings us right to the heart of the whole scientific problem. It's what researchers call the bioavailability puzzle, and honestly, this is the key to understanding the entire turmeric debate.
And yeah, that really is the central question, isn't it? If this stuff is so powerful in a test tube, why aren't we seeing those same incredible miracle cure effects when we eat it? The answer, in one word, is bioavailability. All that fancy word means is how much of a substance you take actually gets into your bloodstream where it can have an effect. And for curcumin, that number is extremely low. Most of it just passes right through you without ever being absorbed. Now, to try and solve this problem, a couple of common hacks have popped up. You've probably heard of the first one. Just add black pepper. A compound in it called piperine can actually help you absorb more curcumin. The other strategy is to use these specially formulated supplements that are engineered specifically to make the curcumin easier for your body to use. But right here, we need to hit pause and talk about a really serious warning. These high bioavailability supplements, the ones specifically designed to fix that absorption problem, have actually been linked to rare but very serious cases of liver injury. This isn't just hype, this is a documented risk. So if you are taking one of these supplements, it is absolutely critical that you know these warning signs. If you start experiencing things like fatigue, nausea, dark urine, or any yellowing of your skin or eyes, stop taking it immediately and go talk to your doctor. Seriously.
Okay, so we've got this amazing lab promise on one hand, and this huge real-world absorption problem on the other, plus some potential risks if you try to fix it. So after all that, what's the actual verdict? Where does the evidence really leave us?
Well, when you sift through the human studies for specific conditions, the picture gets pretty mixed. For osteoarthritis, there is some positive initial evidence. It might help with pain, but we definitely need more and better research. For other things like high cholesterol or fatty liver disease, the science is just inconclusive. We just don't have a clear answer yet. And this leads us to a really, really important distinction we have to make. Using turmeric as a spice, in your food, that's generally considered safe for most people. But taking concentrated, high-dose supplements designed to be super absorbable, that's a totally different thing. It comes with potential risks and, so far, a lack of clear-cut proof that it really works.
So let's just quickly recap the big takeaways here. First, enjoying turmeric in your food is fine. Second, remember that those amazing lab results don't easily translate to people because our bodies are just not good at absorbing curcumin. Third, be really careful with enhanced supplements that promise to fix this because of that rare but serious liver risk. And finally, as always, please talk to your doctor before you start taking any new supplements.
So after all that, where do we land? Is turmeric this magical cure-all from ancient wisdom, or is it just modern wellness hype? Well, as we've seen, the science shows us that it's not a simple yes or no. The real story is so much more complex, it's still evolving, and the truth seems to be floating somewhere right there in the middle.